Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Celebrity Cars Las Vegas. We're located just between Henderson, Nevada and Summerlin, right off of 7770 Dean Martin Drive. Thanks for checking out this 1935 Master Deluxe Custom Roadster. Chevrolet. It's orange. It's very custom. Well, in case you've never checked out vehicles here at Celebrity Cars, the times have changed. Lots of people don't want to get on an airplane right now. They want to stay in their office, want to stay on the couch. You're looking for a hot rod, you get some extra money laying around, and you want a new toy. So you're here, and you're checking this out. So, welcome. I'm your living, breathing condition report. I'm going to give you an overall on this car. This is a very cool 1935 Roadster, okay? It's got some issues, but for the most part, it's show ready. You can take it to your local cruise-ins. It's really cool. I'm gonna pinpoint the blemishes on the car, but I'm gonna tell you from the get-go, it really is in great shape. Minor flaws. I'm sure it took a long time to build it, and it's a very classy ride. So, without further ado, I'm gonna show you what I'm here for. We're gonna go over the initial, all the condition of the car. Got some jets flying over, got cars driving by. We're gonna do our best here to stay focused. Okay, a little later on in the video, just so you know, we're gonna be, this car is gonna be up on a lift, and we're gonna be able to look underneath it. We're gonna look underneath all these body panels a little closer, get into these things, how the build, look underneath, see the mechanics of underneath, and we're gonna be good. So for right now, we're gonna spend our time up top and focus on all the paint surfaces, the chrome, the interior, the motor, and so on and so forth. Okay, so here we have the front end of this 35 Chevy. It's in really fantastic shape. There's little road wear. I am only going to point and pinpoint the bad locations, okay? This car was not built yesterday. It's been used since it was built. It's in excellent condition. I'm only gonna, half point it, a couple little itty bitty marks. There's a little mark there, but we have solid paint. There's no cracks. There's no, what happened there up here? Everything is really nice, okay? The headlights are real nice. This chrome wall still looks good. It's nice and shiny and clean. There are no dents in any of it. It's all in great shape. This front grille area here has a very couple super small little road wear blemishes. We get some chrome polish out, some metal polish out, and shine this thing up really nice. That's your job when it winds up in your garage. Let's work our way down the driver's side of the car as well as this hood area here. We're gonna kind of combine it all in together. I'll make you a deal there, viewer. If I see something really bad, I'm gonna point it out, okay? I just have little road wear, little itty bitty nicks in the paint. And if you could see, I'm I don't know, 10 inches from the surface of the paint. You back up yourself up a normal 5 feet where you're standing there with your buddies admiring the car, you're barely gonna see any of the things that I pick out and show you. So, we're gonna work our way down this front driver's side fender. I mean it. It's really little itty bitty marks, if you will. Nothing to speak of. Even down here where these rivets are, it's all pretty nice and smooth. And I don't really have any instances to pick out. When you climb out of the driver's side door, we've got a little chip here and a little chip there. I will point those out because they are chips. These are what you call chips. The little road wear, stuff you can barely see. Might have been repaired long ago and touched up and all tastefully done. The rest of this area here, once again, I could start pointing all over the place here, but just little itty bitty marks. There's a scrape or two from the door opening, maybe banging into the wall, but you can see how small they are. And if we were a couple steps back, we wouldn't see any of these. The chrome strips down the side here are real nice. There's some minor abrasions of getting in and out of the car, but nothing that makes me stop and really point out anything bad. Even this sill out here where you rest your arm, maybe some minor imperfections here in the shade, but we will take a look at this one last shot in the sun. But they've got a little touch-up paint right here, climbing in and out of the door. It's all tastefully done. Again, not recognizable until you're really up on those darn spots. Excuse my French. Okay, the glass, these are power windows, and they operate pretty nicely. A couple little scratches in the tint, but nothing to deter anyone. They're in fine shape. Down here on the side of the car, once again, we're going over the driver's side. Couple really small, super small imperfections, but this is all beautiful orange paint. Beautiful orange paint, beautiful orange paint. Okay, now welcome to the back of the car, the rear end of the car. We do have some issues back here. Let's hone in on them right away. Got your gas tank back here that's all in good condition. So we have a couple chips, okay? There's one here. There's some splitting going on right here in this location. And a mark or two here, super small, shouldn't have even pointed those out. And then I'm gonna get all the bad stuff out of the way now. So back here on the passenger side rear fender, we've got a scrape here too. I wish that were wax. It's not. Obviously not sure how it happened, but there's a small abrasion right here. It's about the size of a dime. And that's about it back here. The rest of it, beautiful orange paint. I don't have anything else to pick out of. The exhaust pipes coming out of the back, very tasteful, nice and shiny. We work our way down here towards the back rear end of the car. There's another really small abrasion back here. Okay, we're going to continue on. We can look at the, we'll get to the top later. Let's continue down the passenger side of the car. Oh, okay, and we do have an abrasion or two down here on this corner. Okay? So we have here, here, and here on this side on the passenger side. And let's continue. Beautiful orange paint. Very small abrasions, some dirt. Barely any abrasions over here on this side. Passenger side, not as often gotten climbed into. And this door panel looks terrific. I will say, as we're walking around here, just in case the question does hop up in your mind, I am not ignoring any dents or dings. This car has no dents or dings. It does have those scratches that I pointed out, but there are no dings in the car. There's no dents. I'm not missing any of that. Okay, and working our way nicely up towards the passenger side front of the car. Here's the front fender. And just like everywhere else in the car, extremely minor road wear. Some of it could come off with a really fancy wax, like that spot that I just got right there. All of this is beautiful. It seems that the lettering on the 35 here is starting to decay away, but I think that was actually possibly done on purpose. It's fine. And up here on top of the hood, all this paint up here. Once again, you know, I'm sure once we get this out into the sunlight, we might be able to find some additional road wear, but my eyes are focused really well on the top of this hood. There's a really small nick right here in the front center of the nose, but I didn't even notice that until today. But other than that, just a great big sea of orange paint. Fairly small dimple right there in the paint. But I'd like to also say again, and I'll say it many more times as we go along here, I'm being very critical. Overall, this is an incredible street rod. Let's look at the top and the windshield. Windshield looks great. I don't see any road wear on the windshield whatsoever. No chips, nicks, looks great. Along the sill looks good. This top is removable. We have not removed the top since we have gotten it, and we will not be removing the top. That is something for you to do down the road once you purchase this. There's a couple bolts that need to be undone in here in order to get the top off. Okay, the hood. Beautiful fiberglass. I can stick my finger up here in the paint a little bit. That might be a little scratch, but it's such beautiful, deep, rich paint up here. Some of those locations are really hard to see. This rear window, looks like we've got this part of the gasket here. If we could get a close-up on this, the hot rodders might really be potentially concerned about this. This is all very, I can still feel the moisture in it, folks. but it does have its, there's a little crack right there. I'm not really sure if this could be cleaned up, little crack right there. Something that, you know, for my car I wouldn't really necessarily worry about, just wanted you to know that it's there. So watermark right here, I'm sure it could be removed. There's a rubber gasket here that I presume sits on top of the rest of the paint. And if you could see my finger here, there's plenty of moisture in this gasket. But once again, we will not be removing this roof. Something for you to do once you take it home. Okay, I'm gonna open up the passenger side door here. There's no sense in stopping the camera today. We can just continue on. Car's got seat belts. It's got custom seats. The carpet has been plasticked, so we don't screw up the carpet. The seats are in, I'm going to say, good to average condition. I do see some minor blemishes of climbing in and out of the car, not rips or tears, just some mild stains that could be rectified with some good cleaning product. But I would call them in average condition. You can get a good look at this dashboard. The paint looks very nice on the dashboard. Here's your remote for the power window. Car's not on, so we're not going to have any power to the windows. So that's good. So inside the door jambs, looks like we have some wax residue left over, but you can see all this. There's no rust of any sort. It's all very solid. Okay, let's close the passenger side door. I'm going to work my way over to the driver's side door. Doors open and close very firmly. And here's your driver's side. So this carpet area probably could look a little nicer, but it's fine. Just a hair faded. All these controls here look good. A couple little minor stains on the seats that I'm sure you can see via the camera and the photographs. These seats are not perfect, but they're nice. There's no rips or tears in them, just a couple little stains. I'll let you take a look at the steering wheel and the gauges. We've got an aftermarket stereo system down there. I believe this car has vintage air. I see a remote for the sound system as well. The shifter knob looks terrific. Got a little bit of ostrich leather in here, I see, and all tastefully done. Just a little used in here, that's all. A little elbow grease, probably shine up most of this. But lovely in here, folks. Okay, nothing in the back opens up. And we're going to open this so you can see the engine compartment. Any details about engine size, when the car was built, how many miles. If you got any of these questions, refer to our website at www.celebritycars.com. If you haven't looked at all the details yet, there's plenty of them about the build. And if you have any more questions, you can always feel free to give us a ring. We're happy to talk to you. We're going to take a look underneath it. Got it up on a lift. We've already gone over the upper body portions of the car. We're going to look underneath it now. once again, so you can be a little bit more comfortable with your purchase in case you don't want to do any traveling. Got some purple down here, folks. Orange car. Yep. No problems with the film. It's purple. We're just gonna get started. I don't have a whole lot to say. I'm gonna kind of let the camera work do the talking. I'm gonna make sure you can see everything clearly. Yes, the barrels of the wheel are that shiny. Gas tank is in good shape, in case I missed that. Not a whole lot to see there. Driver's side exhaust. For the record, I see a bunch of solid products down here. I don't even see any surface rust. If it is, it's extremely mild, and it's mostly dirt. Working our way up towards the front of the car. Got some pretty good light. And back over to the driver's side. Looking straight up, center of the car. Okay, back to the transmission. Not the prettiest, but it's all there. This is somewhat smooth. The paint doesn't look real good, but it's all solid stuff. Some wiring, exhaust. Okay. I'm gonna do an about face here. Now we're looking pretty much towards well, get back over here to this location, might be a little easier to see. Okay, I'm standing on the passenger side of the automobile, and I'm approaching now the underside of the engine. And I'm working my way out towards the passenger side front tire. Take a little look down there, see where I am. Okay. Passenger side front wheel tire, braking system, suspension. And then working my way over to the driver's side. Wheel, tire, and suspension. And just so you know where we are, we're in the front of the Chevy. Back under we go. One last little final sweep, and then we'll go over the lower portions of the car while it's up here in the lift. And we'll also look at the outer walls underneath the frame rails on both sides too. The light isn't terrific this trip, but we just looked at all this. Okay. Flip it back around one more time. Okay, we're gonna work our way down the passenger side. Wheel, tire, lower paint valence here. Look at the paint. I'm gonna get up close here so you can see what's going on with the paint. Okay, fiberglass was. That is a, not sure if that comes off or not. You can also see how small it is. I believe it would come off, I'm not sure. Okay, once again, wheel and tire. No curb rash here. Chip foose wheels. About as shiny as you can get. Okay, now I always like to go down this portion of the car, folks. That's what I'm doing this for. You watch it, you don't watch it. This is the bottom panel that I'd like to address on, so you see what it looks like. And you also get to see underside the car, underneath this sucker, as we work our way down, okay? All this is nice and smooth along here. I don't see a whole lot of blemishes, although very small road wear here and there, all extremely normal. And this all looks really nice. Look underneath over there, not a whole lot to see. I've already showed it to you. Passenger side, front wheel and tire, no curb rash. Chip foose, chrome, incredibly shiny. Very tasteful arrangement. Okay, now here's the front of the car. While we're down here, so I don't have to crawl on the ground. Got a small abrasion here. The lens here is half decent. You know what? We're going to look at this later on when we do the condition video inside. Or it's probably already been done. Anyway. Little mark here, and around this lens. Make sure we get in focus here so you can see. The camera right now, folks, is 2 inches from this. Just so you know, hard to see. It's a reflector, it reflects. A little abrasive around the edges of it, but it's really no big deal. Let's work our way down the passenger side of the car. Get a look up underneath. This is just beyond working our way, looking at where your the driver's seat is. Here's the front driver's side wheel and tire. The curb rash, good shape. Work our way down the molding, the lower body part. Once again, a teeny tiny road wear. The phone, once again, folks, and the video camera in my hand is a whopping 3 inches away. So you're getting the whole deal here. This is where you get in and out of the car. Oh, sorry. This is where you get in and out of the car. So of course there's going to be a little abrasions here from getting in and out of the car, but that's again your favorite clay and polish in your garage, probably get that off. And the final wheel well, rear driver's side, wheel and tire. Once again, no curb rash, super nice shiny chip foose chrome. I think I got a nice little angle here to look underneath this side of the car too with the light. Exhaust system back there, purple frame rails, and then right underneath the side skirts here. Good car, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we've made ourselves back into the 1935 Roadster. We're gonna go for a quick trip. We're gonna go over all these gauges. We're gonna turn the radio on. We're gonna turn the air conditioner on. This is an old car. We wanna make sure all these things work or let you know if it doesn't work. Okay. Let's just double check. Make sure the microphone is on. It's on. We're good shape. Okay. My foot's on the brake. I'm going to turn the key. I already have fuel level. I already have the RPM gauge waking up. Okay, oil pressure right up into the middle. My RPMs are at 1,000. They're working. Our temperature gauge is the car's still a little cool because we haven't really driven it around. So I'm only about at 110, 120 degrees. We're over here, the volts is in between 10 and 12. It's very nice, and the fuel levels at 3/4 of a tank of gas. So we have all the gauges working. All right, let's see if we can get some air conditioner going on in here. Oh, I heard it take effect on the car. We have a little squeaking of the belts, but they are now gone. And the air conditioner is beautiful. I see the radio, the auxiliaries on. I would presume that that works. We can, you can call us and make sure that the music actually comes out of the speakers. I'm going to hit the accelerator just to warm it up just a little bit. That belt noise is pretty much gone. All right, and we're at idle once again at 1,000 RPM. I'm going to put my foot on the brake and engage first gear, or actually drive. Here we go. My foot's on the gas. We still have a little squeak from a belt. We'll monitor that as we go along. My foot's on the gas pedal. We are now doing about 15 miles an hour. It just shifted into second gear all by its lonesome. Very nice little catch there, nice and smooth. The air conditioner is still blowing cold air. I have both hands on the wheel, and that just shifted into third and probably drive. And this is very pleasant. Forgive my laughter. This is very nice. My foot is on the brake for the first time. Very smooth, no wobble in my foot. I wasn't going fast, so I didn't exert a whole lot of effort here. You heard that noise as I hit the brake and a little bump. The power windows where the camera's hooked up to onto now. We have some rattles in here, folks, but they're not terrible. We're going to find out exactly how many more there are. My foot's back on the gas. I'm going to make a right-hand turn here to go around the building. No turn signals needed. We're in the parking lot. Foot's back on the gas. Got a nice little shift there. My foot's back on the brake. Great RPM, great cruising RPM. It doesn't want to take off on me. All right, and I'm back on the gas. Let's get it up to speed here. First gear. There's your second. Very nice shift. There's third. And now just went into overdrive. We're at 50 miles an hour. Driver's side window is down. So there's a little extra noise in here. I'm going to put it up so you can hear how much of the road noise disappears. It's still a little noisy in here. You did hear that window rattle one more time. I'm going to hit another bump or so. You might hear that rattle again. This is not a smooth road. There's a couple squeaks going on behind me. But you're in a 1935 street rod. My left turn signal's on. Foot's on the brake. Another thing I wanted to point out here, turn signal canceled out on it all on its own. It's very cool for an old street rod. I also wanted to pinpoint the turning radius. This is a normal road. I'm going to crank the wheel all the way to the left, and this thing can turn. Excellent turning radius, and there's no rub. I felt that very important to mention. No wide turns necessary needed. I've got a small rattle going on behind my head to the left. Over my left shoulder. It just sounds like a small body part that after a little while of driving would probably dissipate. My foot's back on the gas. Air conditioner still going. Windows are up. Miles an hour once again. My foot's on the brake. My left turn signal's on. Brakes are outstanding. Sorry about that glass rattle. That rattle would mostly be rectified if that window were down. The camera's mounted on so you can enjoy this drive. So sorry about the extra loud noises. That would be a normal thing by 1935 standards. My foot is on the brake. We're stopping. Our volts are still at 12. Oil pressure's good. Water pressure is now up to about 150. I see 19,200 miles on the odometer. Please refer to our website in regards to all the descriptions about this car. There's lots to share. This is a great car, folks. Beautiful car. Hope you dig it. Hope you come check it out. Maybe buy it.